Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Yep. Hey.
Oh, Neon.
Hmm.
How you doing, Clay?
Good.
And they're here.
Okay. And their mic is probably muted. I don't know.
Neon. Neon!
Shut up!
Help me, Neon!
Shut up!
The voices, they can't be contained! Okay, there we go.
All right. I guess I'll have to go with the intro. So, welcome to the first episode, I guess, of the Empty Bean Can podcast, where I bring up to 2 to 3 friends and we discuss certain topics, usually about video games, stream stuff, etc., etc. I got with me ChronoIsTriggered and TheNeonSpark, and we're going to talk about Team Fortress 2 stuff for this episode.
Hell yeah, welcome to the pilot.
Yep,
Yep.
I love it, TF2.
I love my TF2.
Such a beautiful game.
I need my online gambling.
I need more gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Aw, dang it.
Okay, so if I already, people already know me on my thing, but if Chrono Neon wants to introduce themselves, that's fine.
This is ChronoIsTriggered, or CroboVT on Kick and Twitch. I'm a live streamer who has a VTuber model and boobs, yes.
Fair enough, that works. I was going to say, for me personally, I am TheNeonSpark. I run on both YouTube and Twitch. I don't live stream very often, but when I do, I try to make it interesting, and that's practically all that I've got. So, Yep, that works for me too.
Okay, so
Listen, I don't sell promo. I can't do it.
no, it's fine. That's fine.
I can.
Yeah, go donate to me. I need money. There we go. There you got it.
Give me more money.
Give me more money.
More money.
But yeah, okay, so I guess we could start with the first question we set up for ourselves. So, Neon put in, so casual matchmaking needs to be fixed. So I think for this one, we'll each give each other, a little bit of time to explain our stances on it. I'll let Neon go first, then Chrono will go second, and I'll go last.
Yeah, absolutely. So my stance on TF2 casual is definitely on the negative side. I won't lie. I just know for a fact that just queuing up, especially in certain maps and matches, especially all these new maps before they fixed it the other day.
The other day,
it was, I say the other day, but I think it was either Wednesday or yesterday, one of the two. But yeah, it's just the fact that you have to queue for such long times, and even then you don't even know if you're going to finish the match because people have a tendency to just leave in mid matches, which is a pretty big trend in between all of that as well. So I just think that personally they need to update their system, or at least go back to where they had people originally running servers for themselves. Something along the lines of that. Just a little bit more community input would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. So Chrono, you go next.
My opinion on fucking casual. Sorry, am I allowed to swear in here?
No, yeah, that's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's YouTube isn't going to give a shit. So,
We're going into PG-13 territory.
Okay, sorry, but you go, Chrono. Sorry.
I'm tired of going into Frankfurt. I'm tired of going into European servers. When I queue for a map that has barely anybody in it, I have 3 bars, and I hate it. All my reflects, if somebody shoots a fucking rocket at me, I can't reflect it because of lag compensation, and I'm just fucking dead.
Oh yeah, lag is the worst. I can agree on that.
I hate it. It's so dog shit. Valve, what are you doing? Uh, it's such a headache. It's also there's so many empty servers. You get into a server next round. There's only like 4 players, including you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a fucking mental breakdown on stream, like because of the fact that we weren't allowed to cap on fucking Hell Tower. And then even my own teammate was laughing using this Schadenfreude taunt on me. I was like, dude, this fucking sucks. And I left. Like, I shortly ended stream after that.
Oh, no. That's like, you're good.
Yeah, like, it was so bad.
Sorry, you good?
I'm good. I didn't know if you had a topic.
No, I was saying, like, I was just waiting until you say, like, I'm done, and then I would continue.
This is why I asked for the timer. We're not going to be able to keep up with any of this. Our brains are too big.
Yeah, okay. I just want to, I'll kind of sort of be quick because you guys know me. I'm usually quick with these kind of stances. I'll say the casual is fucking dog shit. And I think that there definitely quick play should be implemented. I think it was a better system. I've been, and then people ask like, oh, well, how do you know? It's like, dude, I've been playing it since 2010. I've seen the text, man. I've seen the ancient text. I know how this works. So I know that it wasn't perfect, but it was much better than the casual, and especially now with the new maps, the Halloween maps, they're all awful, and especially Afterlife. Afterlife is the worst map I've ever seen. That shit is broken beyond relief. And people say, oh, it got fixed. Like, no. You put that in casual.
Getting fixed. It should have just come out perfectly like it should have been.
Yeah. And
you shouldn't have to fix things like on launch. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. I'm just, No, but that's just my opinion in a nutshell. It's like, look, put quick fix back, maybe implement a few changes to make it better than it was a couple years ago. Maybe get some community input. I know sometimes I get it. The community can sometimes fuck over Valve with stuff, invasion update. But anyways, that's just my stance on it.
Yeah, I know personally that, like, TF2, in terms of every other multiplayer game that I've ever played, which isn't much, but I still at least played, decently popular ones at the time. And, like, I can't stress it enough. It seems like casual mode for TF2 is just inherently broken, no matter what.
Yep, it is.
And people can make this argument and say that, oh, well, TF2 has existed for so long, I'm sure there's plenty of issues, da-da-da-da-da. And another argument that I hate is that every game needs to be fixed whenever it's released, so it shouldn't really matter whether or not a 15-year-old game should be working properly. The problem is, it has been working properly for years. They had ample opportunities to fix this, and they either refused to or ignored the community in some way, shape, or form until recently. So, if I had to take a random guess, I would say, like, at most, Valve should at least add a little bit of decent content. Like, not even just cases, just actual freaking... Sorry, I'm eating like a Pez while I'm...
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, you're good.
No, it's okay. I zoned out for half.
No, yeah.
I get on the little mini rants, so I try to stop myself a little.
Yeah.
So,
No,
all in all, point being, they should have made content, they haven't made content, and they continue to take from the community, which is also not good in the sense of, like, the variety in, I would say, certain individuals, as you know, who take people's items and, use them as their own. So.
Economically, it's not stable.
Can't believe it's not stable. Yeah. Anyway, floor to the rest of you, sorry.
No, you're good. I don't know.
It's a headache.
Because, like, if we... sorry, you go.
I was gonna say, as soon as you said that joke earlier, like I was there from the beginning, the joke popped up in my head. Do not tell me the ancient text.
I know, yeah, I was doing that joke. Yeah, the Aslan, the lion from Chronicles of Narnia. Let's see. But oh well, we got through that topic pretty quick, so I guess we can go for the second topic, which is we can extend a little on this, like, oh, what kind of like new items we could like put in the game, like weapons, gadgets, etc., etc. Same as before. Neon will go first, Chrono will go second, I'll go last. So go.
Neon's in the bathroom.
Neon's in the bathroom. Oh, okay. I guess actually, yeah, it's all right. I can switch over the topic real quick, just like not shoot the shit, but we can talk still about TF2. I'll tell you though, like me and Chrono are probably gonna go into rant vent mode over this, so the podcast will hear this. But man, this update was fucking awful. Am I right? Like,
Jesus. Like summer update was so disappointing. I almost quit the game. Like I had to stop playing for like a good month.
Like, okay, yeah, I know I had issues with trolls, whatever. It's like, that's fine. That's what happens when you're a streamer. I can deal with that, okay? But I can't deal when a game's update is this terrible. Okay, the summer update, yeah, right, it was disappointing. But I was like, okay, I can still play the game. It's not bad. But this Halloween update, I'm like, Valve, don't waste my fucking time with this. Seriously.
Yeah,
I like the Halloween update more than summer because I hated summer so bad.
It was the opposite. I was like, well, not exactly the opposite. I didn't like. I only liked two maps in the summer update. I think it was Aquarius and then Boardwalk, which was just a reskin of Slaughter, by the way, but Laughter Slaughter. Sorry, and then and then most of the cosmetics are like, eh. And then, like, I still can't fucking believe this. When I did the Halloween update, most of those cosmetics are from the summer update. They were supposed to be in the summer update, but now they just moved them to the Halloween update. Like, bro, are you that fucking lazy, Valve?
Yes, they are.
And my issue, too, with Valve is that, like, again, clearly they go through these, like, community items through the workshop and like maps and everything. And I understand a few summers ago, whenever they dropped Versus Sex and Hail, it wasn't terrible in terms of like just the concept of it, but the release of it was broken. Again, same issue as before. Everything
same old Valve. Yep.
The maps had issues that were on the I think on the map creators themselves, not so much Valve per se, because I think they really do just copy and paste just about everything. And like another thing too is that like a lot of these modes, albeit they're different, they're not exactly like eye-catching or like extremely different enough for me to play it. Kind of like MVM with like boot camp, because I don't buy tickets anymore, but like MVM for boot camp, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to me because they could have all of these people too, like that actually have decent items or like decent maps, and then they're just overshadowed because again there's a loud majority. Well, I say a loud majority, a loud minority, I think was what I was trying to get at. That essentially just again takes people's items or like tries to strong arm people into joining into their little group or whatever you would call it.
Yeah.
So, again, I wish they would kind of fix some of these just like borderline kind of, I don't even know what you would call it, like crisis levels of stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a phrasing, but I can't think of anything that comes to mind.
It's okay, buddy. You can take your time.
It's okay, Rocky. You can take your time.
Also, okay, off subject for a sec. Clay, what is your face right now? What is your profile pic? Is that fucking Francis from Left 4 Dead without a face?
No, it's supposed to be me on Paint Thinner.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Paint Thinner.
That's me on Paint Thinner.
They sure shit thinned the paint. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Just looked myself on the pond and I took a picture. Yeah, I even you see that little hand poking my cheek right there? Yeah, that's my brother's hand.
I can't tell. It looks like Francis from Left 4 Dead got Slenderman infected.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Little pink part of the profile picture looks like a tumor. It's a little too small for me to see.
Okay, but yeah, going back on topic. Wait, you're back from the bathroom, right?
Oh.
I get.
What?
I was saying, are you back from the bathroom?
Me or them? Because I wasn't in the bathroom. No, I wasn't in the bathroom.
Chrono said you were in the bathroom.
No.
You said something about going to the bathroom right quick.
Oh, you were going to the bathroom. Okay, so we could go back on. We could go back on track. So what is it? Yeah. So sorry, what was I saying before? Yeah. So we could do with new weapons and gadgets items in the game. So Neon could go. Actually, I'll say it like this. Try to make it like 2 to 5 minutes, guys, if you can. But otherwise, yeah, go. I don't know, put a timer in or something. But yeah, just go in that order.
Yeah. So again, it would be nice if they had weapons and gadgets, and again, even doing just like a heavy update, quote unquote, would be perfect. Because clearly, again, something needs to be done with just the gameplay in general. It's getting very stale, very old, very quick. I mean, I can think of a couple examples for big YouTubers like Lazy Purple. He's made a couple of videos where he's already redone ideas from, way back when, and then just basically kind of made a new video to I wouldn't want to say stir up the algorithm again, but that's kind of what they're doing. Because they know that people have watched that previous video, it was popular, so therefore, try to come back with a second wave. But it is really getting repetitive, and most people are just copying off each other anyways, because it's just getting to a point now where it's just, there's nothing going on. Nothing ever happens.
Oh, yeah, that's a good segue, too. I find it so fucking difficult to just make a video with TF2 with a gimmick. Because the gimmick gets boring really quickly, and then nobody gives a shit. Like, people click off the video at that point. And that's even for me. That's even for me. That goes for me, too. Like, if I see a video viewing a gimmick, like, oh, I'm only going to be an observer spy, that gets kind of boring because, he's just standing there, menacingly. That's all he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because I definitely would love some new weapons and stuff, especially I think that Medic especially needs some new stuff. I'm not saying maybe, get him some new miniguns or whatever, but at least give him some more melee or primary stuff to kind of because everyone and their mother uses the fucking crossbow and the Ubersaw. That's all they use. Maybe they switch it out sometimes with putting the solemn vow and all the other stuff, but that's it. I want to get use some other stuff. That's why at least with TF2 Classic, if I move over there, they're implementing new weapons and new maps and all the other stuff. But really, the new weapons are getting people interested and stuff like that. Yeah, some of them, just like with Valve, yeah, some of the weapons are going to be shit, but at least they're putting out new weapons, So there's got to be something.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, too, that a lot of these community projects like Open Fortress, Team Fortress 2 Classic, all that type of stuff before it was either taken down or either or, because I know at least it was Team Fortress 2 Classic was taken down, it was DMCA'd at some point, and then I think they had another issue recently. Let me look this up before I even...
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. They were trying to get a open play session, and Valve, and I cannot believe Valve, this is on Valve's shit. This is their fucking fault about this, but they're we can't really count this as what you guys are trying to do, so we'll have to wait. That's our bad. I'm like, fuck you, Valve. We could have played this. We could have had an open session, but you fucked up.
My theory is.
No, you continue. You continue.
My theory is they were trying to monetize it. That's my theory. That's my working theory. That they were trying to monetize Open Fortress, but Valve said no, you're not doing that with our IP. That's just my theory. That is literally only a theory. Do not take what I say with a grain of salt, because it's probably wrong.
Yeah.
Because Valve allows almost anything on their fucking thing, the platform.
Yeah.
But to not allow Open Fortress, it means something around the. I think they're trying to keep their rights because of copyright holding. It has to do with money. The hands down, it's got to do with money.
Especially, that's another thing I was seeing too, because they were either, I think it's right, this is more of what TF2 Classic, it's either in the name or the mechanics they were doing. And I'll say it like this too, just in case for the Twitter people, the Redditors or whatever. No, Valve is not working on any TF2 related projects or future projects, whatever, just because they told them, oh, the name and or the mechanics they were working on, Valve was also working on said mechanics too. I think that no, that wasn't the case. It's nothing to go crazy over, you know. It's Valve just being Valve, telling other people who make products similar to their products are like, I don't know, just be careful, you know, regarding that.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is just, like, again, at this point, too, and I've made this argument before, and I haven't really found much of a counter to it, they could hire these people. Like, they really could. They're a private company. I'm sure they could figure out something within, like, a week's time to get people who, again, who are actively making things for the community and making different types of games with the SDK now. You know, you would think, like, they would sit and, like, look through, maybe cherry pick a couple and then bring them in, like, what was it? Well, the original Team Fortress was like that, basically, if I remember correctly. I think they got brought in to make the game, and then they essentially worked on TF2 as well.
Yeah, I know, like, with Half-Life 2, Minerva, the modder, got a job at Valve, so...
Yeah, again, they're not, you know, unfamiliar with hiring people from outside of the company to bring them in.
Yeah.
So, it just, again, they have all this stuff, but no excuses.
Yeah.
None.
Like, people give Valve way too much fucking leeway because they're the biggest, because they are nostalgia baited. I hate to say it, it's just nostalgia.
Exactly, yep.
They gave way too much fucking leeway.
Yeah, it reminds me of, like, Nintendo fans, you know?
I hate to say it. Yeah, I hate to say it, but Valve fans are about as, like, cringy as Nintendo fans, because, look, guys, just because, like, you get your games from there in the Stormfront, and, oh, they made some great games, doesn't mean, like, oh, you get to, like, lick their boots and say, like, oh, Valve, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, no, you gotta say something, man. You really, like, just stop, you know?
Yeah, and just, like, again, too, because it's been done before, where people have stood up to game developers and the companies behind them, and have stated before that they would protest because of their actions. Like in, the World of Warcraft stuff, there was, like, a big thing that they were getting ready to, like, what was it, either shut down the servers or do something with, like, the original part of the game, and then they all stood up to essentially just, like, say, hey, we still want this to be part of the game.
Yeah, I want vanilla, like, man. Give us vanilla.
Yeah. Vanilla.
and what I like a little on that topic, I'm like, it's still crazy that, like, what is it? I think I remember from the World of Warcraft Midnight thing. I know they took something from one of the World of Warcraft mods, so I'm like, okay, good. Maybe contact them, talk to them. Maybe you guys can do some leeway and they can help you out. I mean, hell, look at Grand Theft Auto RP. Guess what happened? Rockstar saw their potential. They were like, yeah, let's go grab these guys. Maybe make a GTA RP and GTA 6. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I like GTA RP personally, so keep doing that shit. It's not like they're gonna they're like, because again, I think, right? I think, like, from what Neon said, and I agree, it's a money issue. That's what they're afraid of. That they're afraid of a profit thing. But, like, all you got to do is just, like, hire them then, you know?
And I mean, some of these people are willing to just do this shit for free.
Exactly. That too. They do it almost for free. Like, if it was me, I'm like, yeah, I'll let you in. I'll give you a pay check, per, your 2-week paycheck, for helping us with these games, make it better. That's all it is. Like, and I just don't understand it too. Like, a person with Valve, it's like, ugh.
It's just crazy. I don't understand it. And, like, I try to rationalize it a little bit and be like, okay, maybe there's something that I'm missing here, right? But, like, even then, they constantly flood the game with, like, all of this, like, new maps, new cosmetics. I would say new war paints, but they haven't done those. Sorry, they haven't done those in a while.
Especially, yeah. Like, you expect them, like, maybe around Halloween, because they tend to do that around that right season, whatever, but they don't. Yeah, and it sucks.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, it still adds on to the problem of just, like, over-bloating the game with all of this shit, because it really does slow it down. If you've ever played, like, Team Fortress 2 Classic, in any capacity, you'd know that, like, the frame rates are ridiculously high compared to the Team Fortress 2, because of the fact that, like, it's not loading up all of these cosmetics, it's not loading up all this extra, like, just the war paints and, like, unusuals and shit like that.
For real, yeah,
it's just
for real.
The base game, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like the only thing they're loading up is the characters, the maps, and the weapons. I think that's it. That's really and that's okay. I mean, again, it's just a mod. This is what I got. I'm fine with it, and it's like, I can't even. And you got to remember too that there is, like, almost 200 fucking maps in this game. Like, especially, I think, right, and I could be wrong, there's more Halloween maps than Smithmas maps and summer maps. And it's crazy, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know another issue, too, is just, like I said, with how many maps there are, that's probably why there's big gaps in, like, player counts in certain maps. And then, of course, people have their favorites, and everybody likes to go to a certain one. So, it's just more or less, like, a lot of these maps aren't popular enough to really balance it out compared to, like, the original maps that came with the game, or, like, that were added way before, like, Jungle, Inferno, and stuff like that. So, yeah, again, I can't stress it enough. I don't know what they're going to do in this next, like, year or so, especially with this MVM stuff. We could probably talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, we can talk about that, like, once we clear up the third topic. But yeah, I just want to say too, like, one last thing, like, is that we're not, also too, like, with the new maps, it ain't even like with the map load too. Some of the maps are extremely unoptimized. Like, were unoptimized day one. It was terrible.
Yeah, and just because they fix something in 4 hours doesn't mean that you should give them.
Yeah, well, as we discussed before.
Yeah.
So, like, just because you fixed it doesn't mean, like, it's just a pat in the back, whatever. It should have been mostly optimized by launch. Like, it's just laziness. Yeah. I'm sorry. All right, so
I had to jump back in for a second.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm kind of a little zoned out, but that's just because, like, I slept for only a couple hours, but I could do this. I'm fine. Let's see. So
I was gonna say everybody's kind of on a little bit.
On a little zoned out, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Let's see.
I'm zoned out for a different reason. I'm seeing this person turning Japanese woman hair into a cube.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So, like, we'll go to the third topic. Oh, here it is. So, more selective choices and maps, cosmetics, etc. So, I actually kind of like this topic. So, same rules before. So, Neon, you go first.
Yeah, so as I stated before, again, I think the game just is way too overloaded with like these maps, cosmetics, etc. If it was me, and like this is just how I feel about this, they really should cut the amount of maps available like all year, cut it in half, and then take whatever maps that are like seasonal and add them in to like a monthly or yearly rotation, right? So if it's spring, start going with more like spring themed maps. If it's summer, go with summer, etc., etc. Because like you could still keep the core, like the base maps for the game, while also introducing the community made maps in between all of that, but limiting it to certain ones like new maps, and then maybe a couple of like older ones, and then that's it. And then for cosmetics, to get to that point, just super quick, honestly, it needs to be cut down significantly. I've already made a couple of points before outside of the podcast why I absolutely hate cases. And I mean, I used to spend a whole bunch of money on them. I can guarantee you, like, I know what I'm talking about with this stuff. It's crazy. A lot of money gets put into gambling, and that's also not a good thing. So,
yeah.
I know that's hard to change now because, you know, obviously this has been like this for years, but even then it's still borderline illegal between both TF2, CS2, and like a couple other games that do an inventory system like TF2.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go, Chrono.
I was gonna say it's just not illegal. Just not. It's almost illegal, but it's just legal. Like it's almost not legal, but it is legal. It's like it's teeter-tottering on the line of legality.
Lots of legal loopholes, basically.
Loopholes, yeah, because you're not actively getting a real item. They don't really consider it gambling. But we all know that. We all know what it is.
Exactly.
And as for like hats and such, I think we should keep the amount of hats we have. Yes. But pick better hats.
Not Emporium slap.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the Emporium.
Oh, good. The Emporium's going to put targets on our head and going to shoot us in the back of us.
They're going to try doxing me. It doesn't help that I've already been doxed beforehand. So, you know, somebody already beat you to it. You're going to have to catch up a little.
It's fun. You know what's even funnier? Like, Steam support is like any other support. Hold on, it's gonna take 15 years and we can't do anything to help you. Steam support. Well, we took out the guy who scammed you. Gunshots in the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is even the deal with like dupes and stuff? Have you guys ever come across anybody that's had a dupe? Because I mean, I've seen them in people's inventories. I'm not sure how it works because technically, usually the item is either accidentally deleted or stolen. That's usually the two most common answers, but do they do that for the majority of people or just for really
anymore
items?
Not anymore.
Because I feel like it's for expensive items, and here's why. Because the majority of items that I've found that are duped are usually worth up to like $500, almost to like $1,000 worth of like, you know, value for said item. So I think they've limited it down to just really expensive / hard to find items.
Although if you delete your black roads, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming they don't do it for like achievement stuff because obviously that was like a promo thing, so you'd have to be there to, you know, have it. But something.
What was it? Chrono, what was it? Stay on topic, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah. I'm good. I was gonna say.
No, you're good.
We're talking about like hats and not an Emporium slop. God, I hate the Emporium. Not really hate them, but I detest them. Like they're a bug. Like they're annoying. They're not really. Yeah, they can be dangerous, but they're mostly annoying to me.
You're that beneath my boot.
Yeah. As somebody who has dealt with the Emporium and all these people who have been involved with the Emporium, looking at you, you know who you are if you're watching this.
Mm-hmm.
You are scum. You're a scum, and you steal ideas from other people. And because somebody made an original idea, you try to make yours, but it's cookie cutter as possible. I hate it. Also, we have so many cosmetics that are practically the same fucking cosmetic.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of like repeating patterns in a lot of these items, including especially hats. Hats are like the worst offenders.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like my makeover for what it is, but I'm glad it's valueless. Because the makeover is a direct rip-off of a Halloween exclusive item. You know that, right?
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll say my topic now, like, on the thing. But yeah, I hate to say it, like, I think it was Zesty Jesus who made the suggestion to do it like a rotation, like the yearly or monthly rotation. Me, I would do it like a monthly rotation. So we cut the maps in half, and then the best, I'll say 5 maps or so. It could be from both summer, Halloween, and Smithmas. We'll keep those in too. But then they go in for the month, and then we switch them out. And then every once in a while, we could also do it too. The best map. It could also be a vote thing. The best map, it could stay in the rotation for an extra month, and then the worst map, it could get taken out. So, out of these, like, what would you take out? And that kind of thing. And then, once the extra month is done, then the other map gets taken out of the rotation. That's how I would do it personally. As for cosmetics, I don't know. Yeah, I would honestly take some out, especially like, if it's still in the system, but like you can't really get it, just take it out. There's no reason to keep it in the system anymore, but otherwise, like, yeah, that's it for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, again, I can't stress it enough with like the item situation, but it is genuinely terrifying how it works, especially outside of like the US, because people don't think about this, but like as I've been told before and as I've seen before, a lot of people that sell these items and like have these big inventories are from foreign countries, because at least me and Clay are from the US. I don't know about Chrono, but
yeah, across the US.
Yeah, so we're all from the US, and like I can guarantee you from the majority of people that I traded from, they're either Russian or Chinese. And the reason why is because even though technically TF2 trading and like item trading is illegal in those countries, there are certain exceptions to those rules, including Counter-Strike in TF2, where in certain countries you can only trade either one or the other, throughout Steam community market and whatnot. So a lot of these guys will actually take keys and sell them to people, and like sell these items to people, so then they can get around like tax laws and avoiding certain stipulations in terms of their like country's laws. It's crazy. Yeah, again, I highly suggest if you ever get the chance to just like put a little bit of research into it, because it is super deep. Like I can't stress enough, I didn't even go halfway through some of it, and like it overloaded me with how much information there is on this stuff. It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, no, don't mind me, guys. Just like going in. Okay. We'll go by Chrono's topic, I think. So, right, doing the order. So he suggested. Let's see. Content creation regarding TF2 and how hard it is to find ideas. Okay, so same ordeal. So you go, Neon.
For what was it again? Sorry.
No, it's on the pin thing. You can check the pin thing if you need like a reminder. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, content creation would be a good idea. And how hard it is to find for T2? Is that where we're at right now?
For the topic, yeah, that's it for the topic. Yep.
Yeah, I think he talked about it a little bit earlier how it's kind of hard with like certain items and like weapons to kind of make like a gimmick for it, because even though cosmetics kind of add on to that, again, cosmetics add on to everything, but cosmetics kind of add on to it too, because you can kind of like characterize your class in a certain way, as for example the what do they call it, the what Soundsmith's like the flavor combo or whatever, like stuff like that, where you just like you be an annoying scout with like some dumb outfit, and then you just kill people with bleed and the force of nature, which is fine. Again, when it came out, it was great. It's just now you have a lot of people that also like want to do the same thing and post their side of the content instead of just like trying to come up with an original idea or try to branch out to something else.
Yeah, that reminds me of an idea I once had for like you pretty much would have Zatoichi Soldier wearing elf ears and like a hat that or hair piece, like a long hair piece, and you would be called the High Elf of Two-Fort. That was my original idea, and that Harvest Dawn from Oblivion would be playing in the background, and you had to like spam like fucking TF like you had to spam voice lines from like Oblivion characters in the background. Like that was my original idea. You could only use Rocket Jumper, have Zatoichi, and I can't remember the last one. I think it was like the Buff Banner. Like you weren't allowed to shoot them; you had to stab them with a sword, and it was so fucking boring after a while. Because if you don't have something to bounce off of it with, it gets really fucking boring. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But, Clay, were you saying something?
No, I was just waiting till you guys finish and then I would go.
Oh, I'm not even done with my turn. I'm going to wait for my turn to be, like, my part of the topic to get later. I was just bouncing off.
So Clay's good to go then?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say, yeah, because it feels like, milking the cow or being a dead horse at this point. We pretty much went through everything in this game in terms of what we could do for content. The only new content we can even get is unboxings and talking about the seasonal content. That's it. Yes, we got the MVM update coming in, but we don't know when that's dropping. I was being not genuine. I was being nice and saying like, "Oh, it'll probably be November or whatever." But a part of me is like, "Oh, if it dropped in November, I'm like, no." I would slap myself in the face. No. That they need to take their time with that because
that seems a little too soon.
Yeah,
especially since it's only been like 3 months.
Since the last one, yeah, because I'll double check for you. Like it was right. It was let me check. Oh, let me go. Since they announced it and all that, because they put it in there. They put because other stuff is like always like they started it in June and then September. They started working on it. So, so it's been like 3-4 months since they announced it, about like a month since now, like, oh, we're officially in the work in progress now.
I posted new topics.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Who the hell was I watching on Twitch whenever they were going over the maps? Because I went through the community workshop stuff and started playing like random maps.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, I feel like, did I send you the clip?
Oh, shit.
What was it that I sent?
No, I don't think you sent me the clip for it.
Play.
It was bad. It was so weird. Yeah, you can...
Oh, no, sorry, you go, Chrono. What's up? Sorry.
Talking about the NVM update, you know that most of the NVM maps that are out don't even have missions?
Yes, I heard about this, yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's awful.
I know. I'm like, right? Like, give me your answers, guys. Is that more Valve's fault, or is that more the developer who made the maps' fault?
Both. It's a bit of both.
Yeah, I'd say it's a mix of both.
Valve should have made it, implemented that, oh, you're going to make a mission. But I do blame the developers wholeheartedly, because developers know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, I feel like it'd be...
They thought it would be prettier over, gameplay-wise. They wanted it to be pretty over gameplay-wise. And that's why I dislike the Steam Workshop right now. TF2 Workshop.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more or less just the fact that, again, it would be common sense to make sure that stuff like that would be in the first place, yeah. Again, I can't stress it enough. It's so dumb. Dumb on everybody's part.
For real. It's, what did they expect? Did they expect, right? Did they expect Valve to actually, you can make the map, we'll make the missions. No, you gotta make the missions too. Because...
Also, I think I found the clip. This is probably a really shitty recording, because it was on metal, so I'm assuming it was a really ass... freaking... Yeah, it has to be, because I was gonna say this is almost 2 minutes long, so I'm assuming I was fucking around with this for 2... I don't know, I'll shorten it up and then try to send it if I can real quick, but it was so bizarre, because I think it was Wheezy or... I don't know, somebody... Who was it? Yeah, no, it was Wheezy. He started talking about, MVM maps and everything, and then all of a sudden it suddenly went to a freaking, religious rant about how, priests touch kids and stuff. This is the type of people this is the type of people that viewers on YouTube watch. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Because it is Twitch, too, but I mostly blame it, for YouTube as well, because, again, that's where the majority of their stuff comes from, is YouTube. Yeah, it's all hypocritical. And don't get me wrong. Oh, no. Yeah.
No, remember slurs.tf?
Mm-hmm.
I know. That was crazy.
Yeah, everybody keeps on freaking out. It's so funny.
And I had nothing on me, funnily enough. I had nothing on me.
I checked too. Yeah, I got nothing on me either.
I don't play competitive in B. I don't type in chat unless I'm just saying lol.
I do type in chat sometimes, but I don't really say anything. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just follow the
one thing.
rules.
I think he had the word bitch in it. No, he had nothing because he never played competitive. But Shonik had it. Uncle Dane had some stuff on him. A lot of stuff on him.
Yeah.
And they all want to blame Zesty Jesus for why things have gotten really apparently offensive in the TF2 community. No, they're all as bad about it. None of them have clean hands. None of them.
It's why, it's why it's what Neon, you say it best, you say it again. Wait, if it's all right, say what you said to me on the DMs, say it. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Jesus, I'm brain dead today. Hold on.
No, it's okay. You can check your messages. You can check your own messages, what you said.
Yeah.
Holy shit, wow. I must be brain dead.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Was it when I said TF2 in a nutshell and I said I need to get through this week?
I think you said TF2 is going to die within a year.
Oh, yeah, so I was making the prediction because I just had this strange feeling this past, couple months that something was going to happen in TF2. I didn't know what. I didn't even know about the MVM update until it dropped, so that was a little bit of a surprise. But I knew that they had to do something because, you could watch through Steam's charts and everything, and you could see that, even though, again, in terms of, daily players, it's still relatively high. It's still up in the top 50s, but it is slowly hemorrhaging players. And I mean, it kind of rebounds every now and then, like most games do, but it's still rebounding and then losing whatever progress it made and more. So it's essentially resetting itself or pushing the player count lower than what it normally would be, or at least projected. So my theory is within the next year or so, again, half a year to a year, they're probably going to drop this MVM update. They're not going to do any new Australians. I don't think they're going to do anything new in terms of like weapons and stuff, again, because it's way beyond that point. And what's going to happen is these maps are going to drop. They're going to be broken, just like the original maps, because the original maps still have like issues with spawning bots and stuff sometimes. So there's that. And then not only that, but without like any new incentive to get like new Aussies or like some type of new item, or again, even new weapons would have been cool. Just drop new weapons. You know, maybe give them a chance to make them strange. Something like that. I feel like it would be better if they added this stuff, but I don't think they're going to. I think it's just going to be plain MVM missions, and then everybody's going to be like, I can't believe this shit, da-da-da-da-da. And then it'll slowly start going downhill from there.
It's make or break.
It's either they do it or they don't.
Yeah, it's the make or break moment for, at least for us personally. I know that, what is it? At least from what I know that my bud Cypherlock has made Australium skin weapons, and he hopes that they get in, but you know, if they don't, I know that, you know, and he's been pissed off a few times too, because it feels like Valve is screwing him over too, especially since they they give you know, right, when some developers, right, they push the updates, and then Valve takes their sweetest time getting in, and it's like, dude, send my update through. My map is broken, you know, that kind of thing.
I will say this, honestly, TF2 content creators, in terms of, like, the community workshop, it kind of feels like you're working a commission job. Like, I feel like I'm
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Whenever I talk about it, because, like, it just genuinely is a certain percentage that you get back from every case that's opened, right? So, whenever a case is opened, you get, like, basically peanuts, you get pennies. And you got to remember, this is going in between like at least 5 or 6 different creators that have also put in their items and like weapons. Well, I say 5 or 6. It's probably more than that. I don't know what the exact number is. Get on that paperwork. Give me. I need it.
Get on that. Yeah, get on that.
But yeah, basically, like I was saying, again, it's just you get paid practically nothing. Like literally, I would rather have somebody scoop a handful of dirt and give it to me than, like, just get paid pennies for something that probably took, like, hours, right? And I mean, I know the stuff starts to stack up, you know, exponentially at some point, but I'm sure it's not nearly as much as Valve is making off of every case. Guaranteed. Like, it's like, what is it, Breaking Bad, whenever Jesse's, like, breaking down the math for all the shit that they sell. He's like, I only get like a couple million.
That's the thing that like irks me too, is that you, as far as I know, what is it? What is it? When someone gets paid by these items, whatever, surprisingly they get paid decently well. But
yeah,
you know, and sadly the thing is that the motherfuckers who get paid are usually not good people. And
yeah, that's
they made it to the point. They made it an incentive to do things with money. It should have been low amounts of money for shit to get put in the game for the love of the game. But people realize that they can optimize shit and make it so that they just keep getting money, and it's so supporting them and their families when they can just get a fucking job.
Well, that and, like, also, again, with the TF2 Emporium and a couple other, like, smaller groups, they seem to, like, poach items or maps. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, we've got, yeah, I know what you mean.
Aware of the creative space in terms of just the workshop. And I think they really do just cherry pick certain ones where they feel like it'll create money, like, for them. And like, don't get me twisted or anything, because like I know they've definitely doxed people beforehand, but I'm sure they really do just like stalk people online. Because again, dealing with a particular person, I won't drop the name. I was gonna, but I won't drop the name. But dealing with a particular person that's done this to me previously, it's crazy to me to think that like people will go to that extent just to suppress you or silence you or take your content just because they inherently hate you for some reason, or for a specific reason. I don't know. Whichever way, a reason.
Uh-huh.
And I think that ties into like toxicity in general with the TF2 community.
It's crazy. You know, and I know one dude got, I hope he's okay, but I heard he got homeless because, again, the Emporium swatted him and did all this horrible shit, which, by the way, they still haven't gotten in trouble for, you know.
Yeah, and they're not going to.
And we know Chrono basically, and I think the guy he talks about, he's not part of the Emporium, but he's definitely like in that Emporium-esque situation because the asshole stole his shit, you know?
He pretty much tried to make a bootleg of a design we had made like a couple years back. Even though we worked on the same project, he wanted to steal that idea design that we all worked on, by the way. Me, him, and my friend Ivan worked on, made the texture for, got it like renders and shit. And, well, he made his own version, which is shittier. And it's called Snaggletooth. If you know, you know.
Okay.
Is it a croc plush?
No, I think it's a reskin. It's a war paint. Yep, war paint weapon.
Oh,
the guy doesn't even make videos anymore, so I really couldn't care less what he has to say anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
The man was downright abusive to me and Ivan. He pretty much made Ivan work for nothing. And Ivan has to work by paycheck to paycheck to survive.
Yeah.
And he would constantly give me shit for talking to Zesty. Like, not letting it go. He never let it go. Like, how dare I talk to Zesty and ask for, like, a better cut, you know?
So it's a shame. All right. Actually, it's like, if it's all right with you guys, I'm gonna pick it here. We'll do one more topic and then we'll end because I just like gotta get my stream going. I'm flatlining sleep like awake wise.
You're good. I gotcha.
Yeah, let's do TF2 hot takes. That'll be kind of nice. Just remember, you know, don't try to interrupt each other and then just like take 2 to 5 minutes for your thing. Neon, go.
So this is going to sound slightly hypocritical, but I kind of agree with this point. Toxicity is necessary for TF2. So just hear me out.
No, sorry.
All right. So I've noticed a kind of a trend in terms of like older games, right? So normally with older games, you know, you have your older audience, you know, they act completely different per generation, da-da-da-da-da. But a lot of these players are older players, and like back then, people didn't really have to censor themselves, you know? Like the internet was still big, but it wasn't monitored as much as it is now, because we definitely are in an age where we're just monitored almost 24/7. It's crazy. Everything is watching.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like again, so it comes with the territory of knowing that people are like in their 20s to 40s playing this game, right? Because you know it's their favorite childhood game. Always loved it. And again, they're used to that sense of like, well, I can say whatever I want because you know it's the internet. And it's in a video game show, so it shouldn't really matter. But some people will take it to, like, I wouldn't say to an extreme, but some people will actively, like, become toxic to get a response from people. I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard all the criticism for, like, Vorabay and a couple other people.
Yeah.
But it genuinely does generate views and garnishes some form of reward for that type of behavior. So that's why a lot of these guys post like that, because they know it can grab people's attention. Even if it's something like repetitive, it's still, I guess, stimulating enough to make people want to watch it. And not only that, but like people troll other people all the time, as we've talked before.
Yes.
Not to this extreme extent. Again, I don't condone any of that, but like stuff like simply just repeating the same thing over and over again, or just like making fun of somebody's accent without being inherently like racist or extremely what's the term that I'm looking for, offensive, stuff like that. So I think it is allowed to a degree. I'll put it like that.
Okay. Chrono, you go. What's your hot take?
I don't like Soundsmith.
Oh, okay. Elaborate.
I find him as a person to be despicable.
Wow.
I don't like him. I just don't like the guy. I don't know why. I just have that bad feeling about it. Like something's going to come out about him in the future, that he did something fucked up in the past, and I just got that feeling. He feels fake. His videos are the same cookie cutter bullshit. He's trying. It's almost like he's not trying to hit too hard, but he's trying to. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't like him.
I think I brought up the point that like a couple of these guys, including Soundsmith, have made multiple videos of this, basically the same topic with just slightly different coat of paint.
Exactly, it's boring.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like, it's either gimmick or clip dump, where I rocket jump, kill somebody, taunt, kill bind.
And there's like so many like MVM wishlist stuff. Like, oh my god, we get it, guys, and they're all the same. I'm sorry, they're all the same too.
Yeah. they really are.
And
I hate
the only reason they do it is because it makes them fucking views, and which makes them
money. Yep, views and money.
Yeah, I've always told people it's always money. It always revolves around who's exchanging with what.
Like, as a small content creator, it's just like not even jealousy at this point. Yeah, I'm slightly jealous of the fact that he has viewers like he does, but also at the same time, that's gonna get really fucking annoying because people are constantly monitoring your every move. And I just found Soundsmith to be a fake progressive, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys usually post, like on Twitter and all that, and I've seen a couple of the considerably bad takes that have been made. But I know majority of the time, whenever people start speaking out about a particular person, almost everybody immediately jumps onto them, right?
Yeah.
And that happens a lot to everybody. I'm not just saying that it's like for specific things, but I know a lot of it is definitely around like trans stuff. And again, you could clearly see on my profile how I feel about that. I'm perfectly content with it. I've never had an issue with it, but also like sometimes they act like there's some form of activist or like a spokesperson for certain groups, and it kind of just annoys me a little bit. And I mean, I understand they have a follower, a fan base, stuff like that. So they kind of can, and sometimes have to. But the certain extent of like pointing the finger at the other person and just being like, "Hey, fuck you. Your opinions don't count, and mine's better." It's just so petty, and I get so sick of seeing that shit. Like, honestly, I kind of want to just like look at both of them and be like, "Can you just both shut the fuck up, please?" Please. Can we just play the game?
I know it's what is it too? All right, so I guess I'll go. I guess like I got like two hot takes I want to say. I know this one is weird. This one is weird. And this one is obvious, kind of thing. I would say so. The first one I'll say like this is that I think that I don't mind the trolling, but Valve needs to put more security measures in, especially that streamers play their games. Because, Chrono knows what I'm talking about. There is nothing you can do to hide the Medigun names. Trolls pay legit money to put a name on their Medigun and control you with anything. And you can't do anything to stop that.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And, I hate giving attention to this, but I gotta be honest, it's just because some asshole came in, used my GoFundMe, they put my whole address on there. I'm like, I can't do anything with that. I have to leave the game.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask this because I know some HUDs have this if you use custom HUDs. There is a streamer mode. Does anybody know if that blocks?
Yes, Chrono knows what I'm talking about. I did the streamer mode. No, it does not hide custom Medigun names, which is stupid.
Yeah, so that seems like something that they should definitely fix. Valve, if you're listening to us, I know you probably don't care.
You don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
I like to, just believe that somebody out there is listening, but maybe you should fix that, because, that is definitely an issue.
Yeah, because at least, if I went to TF2 Classic, at least they can't do anything with that. The worst they can do is, have something in their name, but even then, they got a streamer mode there, too, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
sorry, you go.
Hot take: get rid of all of the creative shit, all the decals, all the fucking signs. Get rid of it all. You know what? Get rid of it. Bad idea. You shouldn't have done it, Valve. You can't even.
I understand at a time. Yeah, I understand at a time it was cool. It added that level of customization, but now it's now that we're everyone, at least most TF2 guys are in their 20s, 30s. Now we're just we don't really give a shit about that anymore, It's
like dangling keys in front of a baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then it gets really boring and annoying after a while.
Plus, also, when I gotta turn off, sprays and custom stuff as soon as I get into the game, that should tell you it's a major problem, because, most of the time whenever I go into, a community server, because that's where it usually happens, a lot of these servers don't even have the moderation to, properly run it, which is bad enough. But then, you'll have people that'll literally come in with, porn on their signs and fucking sprays all over the wall.
That reminds me. Valve had to make sure that you cannot get, porn stored into your folders. Because it used to be that all these sprays were stored into your folders. But they patched that so that people wouldn't get arrested for having CP on their computer.
Yeah. For some reason, every time when I try to work on, what is it? It's it was a while ago, but every time I tried to do the whole thing with the sprays, because my on my signs, they weren't working because of the color tones and all that. For some reason, this guy that was trying to help it, he also was kind of being a bit of a troll. So he didn't put CP in, no, but he liked to put porn in when people use his YouTube tutorial video to do the color tones. It was really weird,
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's bizarre. I don't know if I would really... not even trust at that point. I wouldn't even be near.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do the signs thing anymore. I kind of outgrown that. Yeah. But yeah, my second hot take. It's kind of a simple one. I just think what is it? I think that Big Joey's an underrated TF2ber.
Oh my god, yes, Big Joey.
Big Joey.
Big Joey. Why do I feel like I know that name?
Oh, he's the heavy main. The heavy main with the
the blonde hair. Okay.
I think that too. The cool thing is I think thankfully he hasn't really gotten into much drama. I would say I know that he doesn't really do TF2 much anymore. He still streams. But he, what is it? He's kind of I think right. I know, in his one video, he was I could do YouTube. Now I don't need to get a job. But I think he kind of had to roll that back because I'll be honest with you. I think like he got bored doing YouTube, so he's like he had to go out, do IRL stuff, and it happens. It's like, hey, no one's gonna tattle on you or call you a douche if like, look, I'm bored of doing Twitch, YouTube. I want to go do a job because then, like, okay, I can go out, make some friends, at least go out, so I'm not stuck in the PC all day,
Yeah.
I see him constantly in the Zesty Jesus live streams.
Yeah, I see him too, and on Twitter too. Yep.
Yeah, no, he's always in freaking always in those live streams. It feels like,
and not that with Twitter, right? Not that he does like he says some stupid stuff on Twitter. I do see him a lot on there too. So
yeah. I don't know. Again,
my last hot take is going to be this.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Before we end the video,
no, of course.
How do I explain it? Most of these TF2bers that are coming out nowadays suck.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, me included. Like, I don't really upload TF2 videos anymore because I can't stand the fucking fan base.
I just can't stand. It's kind of the same with me. I'm kind of moving away from it because I can't, like I said, the trolls aside, like, even they wouldn't get me away from the game. It's just the updates are terrible. The summer update was shit. This Halloween update has been shit. I can't deal with this shit no more, man. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've been, again, I keep on teasing this shit.
No, you're good.
But I have been working on a video titled Rackman No More, explaining why I sold my
I can't wait to see that one, yeah.
Game. And, like, I understand that people, like, because I've had a couple of close friends even tell me I go a little extreme sometimes about how much I hate TF2, but, like, it genuinely irks me because, like, I got in during COVID, right? And, like, this is only, like, a few years ago, so relatively new to TF2, and I mean, I absolutely loved item trading. That was like my main thing. I would always get like into the bigger groups and just like talk to people. It was fun. It was just a good hobby. I was able to collect stuff for a while, and then I started collecting a specific item. And just after a while, I started seeing how it was more and more, and I got sick of it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. Yeah. And it just sucks, too, because I really do love this game. This is, like, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Just, it sucks to see the game like this.
Yeah.
The game has turned from love to hate. That's what I feel about it.
And, you know what, too? It's like, I will say it like this, like, I guess I can add another hot take with this, and I personally, look, I can agree with some of Zesty's stuff, but I also agree that people say, like, all he does is bitch and moan about TF2. I agree with that. He doesn't really... And the other stuff that he usually streams, he's usually very quiet and stuff. He doesn't really say anything. But, the loudest he'll do is talk about TF2 or TF2 hate. I agree. I just think that's all he does in forms of his content. And if he tries to do any other content, it's shit.
Although I'm going to bounce off of this by saying TF2 has a fuck ton of problems, and when he plays a game like he's been playing like this GTA sim, like where he's a taxi driver.
No, I think it's just he does GT. That is GTA Online. He just does the taxi missions. That's what he does.
Yeah, he actually talks to people there, and the more you think about it, he's more down to earth than what people think. Like, I cannot stand a YouTuber who thinks he's hot shit because he's got, like, 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, my problem with him, like, originally, before I've changed my opinions on him, was that he was very, because I'm the same way, just very open about my opinions, and very stern about my opinions. Like, I need to have a valid reason to change my opinions. You need to give me the information to change my opinions. If you can't do that, then I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to entertain anything that doesn't sound logical or make sense, right? And I get it. It's definitely something where, like, people can see it as pretentious, but it's more or less like I would say for me, at least, constructive criticism, I don't know. Sometimes Zesty Jesus does kind of go a little overboard, but also you got to remember that he's a content creator. So
Yeah,
there is that blend.
And also, too, he does, like, I'm not saying, oh, he's an asshole for saying it, but he does have that defense where, oh, I got a real life outside of this, I got a job, and he does, it's what it is.
He's got a pretty damn good job, actually. What is it, like he's an engineer?
He's a geologist, I think.
Geologist.
Which I was like, I don't know why. The first time I heard that, I laughed my ass off because I'm not saying like, oh, he a nerd or whatever. We all kind of nerds in this space, but man, like, because like when he was like shaved and all, I was like, yeah, he does kind of look like he's a geologist.
Yeah, honestly, again, it's kind of shocking with stuff like that because you would expect something different, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but like when I first saw Borobe's face. And, like, he told me his job, like, privately, but, like, I never expected him to do the thing that he did just looking at him. I thought he was a construction worker. I'm going to be real.
I thought Zesty worked. Yeah, sorry, you go.
I thought that they were the type to, like, build scaffolding and shit like that.
To be honest, I shit you not, I thought Zesty worked at, like, a porn shop or something. Like, I'm sorry. At least just the way that he looked and talked, I thought he worked at a porn shop. Yeah.
Well, I gotta head out. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. We can wrap this up. Yeah, we can wrap this up. It's perfectly fine. All right, so that is the pilot episode 1 of the Empty Bean Can podcast. Be sure to help us out, guys. Throw in a sub. If anyone has memberships, be sure to throw a membership in there too. I'm going to be streaming later today. I'm not sure which stuff, but yeah, that'll be the end of the podcast. We'll probably have this open. Try to discuss what we'll do for episode 2, but yeah, that'll be it. And take care and have a good one, guys. And bye bye.
Bye bye.